This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update for Thursday, January the 30th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Good morning. Applications for gun licenses are rising in Barbados, and the situation has Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite worried. While stating that crime is down, Brathwaite says Barbadians do not need to arm themselves to resolve disputes.
We have developed in this country, unfortunately, a gun culture, because it's not only the guys who are using the illegal weapons. Almost every Barbadian now seems to want a weapon. You know, and we really need to go back to the days where we don't believe that you need to have a gun to solve every issue.
The Attorney General was speaking against the backdrop of Tuesday's shooting death of 21-year-old Torian Cleveland Earl of 10th Avenue, New Orleans in St. Michael. Don't sign just yet. That's the advice from Government MP James Paul to the Friendle Stewart administration about the proposed trade deal with Canada. Paul, who heads the Barbados Agricultural Society, is warning that the agreement could hurt the country's agricultural sector. And he says government cannot afford to dismantle the country's tariff regime on agricultural products in light of the current economic challenges.
Agricultural sector is too vital at this time for Barbados, okay, and even I would venture to say for the region, right? It is too vital for us that in these negotiations, if the Canadians are going to look to play hardball, we should tell them, to my mind, I would say this: no agreement is better than a bad agreement.
Meantime, Paul says the agricultural sector is yet to reap any benefit from the trade and development deals signed with the European Union 6 years ago.
EPA has not delivered the goods to the agricultural sector as it was supposed to. Right? And I'm not saying that we are, in terms of this whole thing, that the blame is just one or what, but I think that we have to understand that we have people who dream of these, who come up with these agreements, hoping for some results, but sometimes some of these things are not worth the paper that it's written on.
Manufacturers are welcoming the reconstruction of 3 molasses storage tanks at the port. The West Indies Rum and Spirits Producers Association and the Barbados Manufacturers Association say this will ensure that raw materials are readily available. The first storage tank was commissioned yesterday, with a second tank due in about 6 months' time. The third tank is scheduled to come on stream next year.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
McInerney Quality and Consolidated Finance invite you to trade in your old car for a new one. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. That's right, all trade-ins are welcomed. Any make or model we'll trade towards your new car. Plus, you get 2 years free insurance when you purchase a Kia, Mazda or Ford. And with on-the-spot financing by Consolidated Finance, you can drive away with something new. So, bring your car and come to McInerney Quality in Wildy. All trade-ins are welcome.
The Business Minute, every Tuesday and Thursday on this platform. Informative, up to the minute, up-to-date news you can trust every time.
In the region, Guyana's High Court has ruled that the opposition cannot cut the national budget. But the opposition, which controls the 65-member House by 1 seat, is promising to appeal the ruling. The opposition, who had voted down budgetary allocations for several entities in the 2012 to 2013 budget. But the judge says this was unlawful and unconstitutional. Internationally now, Libya's acting interior minister has survived an assassination attempt. Unidentified gunmen targeted the minister while he was on his way to work, but only damaged his car. Earlier this month, gunmen killed Libya's deputy industry minister in the first assassination of a transitional government official since then-leader Muammar Gaddafi was ousted. That's the 7 a.m. update. Join us again at noon. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb Subscribe to our e-paper and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Stay tuned for the Business Minute with Vic Fernandes.
The Business Minute is brought to you by...
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.
This is the Barbados Today Business Minute. I'm Vic Fernandes. A warning that Barbados' rum could lose out on the favorable treatment it gets in some overseas markets. Head of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, says this could happen if government imports molasses for the proposed new sugar factory.
If we can continue to produce the molasses that we use in the rum, we have a case in terms of trying to emphasize the uniqueness of the rum and the treatment that is given in some markets. And we have a basis for which to do that. But if we are just importing it, what argument do we have?
The economy may be down, but business is up for the annual Girlfriends Expo. Around 100 businesses are taking part in this week's activity at the Barbados Concord Experience. That's more than 3 times the number that participated 5 years ago. Events Director Kim Tara Clark says demand has been so high that spots in the exhibit were sold out around 2 weeks ago.
This year, we had an influx of new businesses, persons who are now venturing out on their own and starting their own business. We've had, I would say, probably a good 70% of the exhibits this year are new companies, and that's pretty exciting.
The Sagicor Group is about to take over the Jamaica operations of the Royal Bank of Canada. The deal will vault Sagicor to the number 4 spot, up from 6 in terms of assets among commercial banks. The announcement came yesterday in a statement in which RBC Caribbean CEO Suresh Suku said it was the best decision for the long-term future success of Royal Bank of Jamaica. And now for today's financial tip. A good financial advisor can help you identify goals, set an overall financial plan, and avoid disasters. They can make sure things get done when they need to be done. Being well prepared will help you to get the most out of a financial advisor. Look for someone who has the right skills and experience for your needs. That's been the Barbados Today Business Minute. Join us again next Tuesday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Vic Fernandes.
The Business Minute is brought to you by...
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.